See, when you have the right people on your team, they can leverage all of the training and the systems that you provide them with to yield a high return on the time and energy that they invest in adding value to your membership base. In fact, the word system itself is an acronym for save yourself time, energy, and money. However, as a leader, your ability to coach each individual to produce the desired outcomes within your organization is dependent on a presupposition. The presupposition that you've selected the right individual for that role. If you attempt to elicit the right behaviors from the wrong person, most likely it's going to lead to frustration for you, your team, and not least important, but the individual who's simply just not the right fit for your company. Let's take a look at this recruiting process. The key to any successful business is to create a system that's capable of replicating results. Recruiting is no different. It's an essential part of your business. One of the most essential, as a matter of fact. An outline like the one that we're going to present now is going to help you to reduce employee apprehension. It's going to help you measure results. And again, most importantly, it's going to help you duplicate what works. We want a synergy, we want a team, we want a match, and we want you to take accountability for producing the results that we're going to expect. And our expectations are going to be extremely high, and we need to state that openly up front so you know what you're in for. So Ravi, let's start with you. What are you made for? What are you absolutely most passionate about in life?
You must be customer focused. That's absolutely essential. Now, to be customer focused, it means you do everything in your power to deliver what the customer came into your services for. So in our case, to improve their health and well-being. Now this is where we're really challenged. And I actually said to you, I don't think your customers are receiving the results that they're looking for when they came in. Now I'll be very happy for you to prove me wrong. At this moment in time, every time I've offered this challenge to any fitness operator, no one has come back to me with the research that shows I'm wrong. And the reason for that is they're not measuring the results. They're not measuring what their customers are achieving. Now this is essential because if you recall, we talked about culture. Culture is the thing that develops the attitude of the people within an organization, which in turn establishes their behaviors and consequently the results that they achieve. And if that's the case, you will not be achieving what you want unless you're results focused. So it's absolutely crucial that we address this issue. Now to do that though, we've got to look at leadership. And this really lies at the heart of the program. It's a leadership issue. You have all the tools you need to do the job. Now, over the next few weeks, you're going to have the opportunity to take all of these tools, all of these learnings, and put them into place. Now, to do that, there's one key thing that you must follow, and that is the power plan. Put together your plan. Now, remember the steps. Your purpose, you've already got it there. Continually review your current situation. Know where you are in relation to your goal. Identify the things that you need to do to move towards that goal. Set some really strong outcomes. Then write a very specific plan that will take you to those outcomes. Now, over the next few weeks, the key responsibility that you've got is to keep implementing the plan. Execute all those things that you said you're going to do. Now, you're in a position to break the mold of leadership in the health and fitness industry. Because to date, there hasn't been enough really disciplined management training. You have the opportunity to do that.
This is not what drives people, unless people have some weird freaky fetish for little paper notes. Or what, they couldn't find a proper picture of the Queen anywhere else, so they need to collect as many of these as possible? I don't think so. The question is, if you had more money, what would change in your life? Because when you ask the why, you get the belief, you get the values.
Now, as the manager, responsibility is that how do we manage, how do we lead, and how do we coach our employees? That's going to be key. As you go through this program, we're talking about how do we establish a collective vision? How do we establish, not so much just establishing, but managing a set of core values and objectives for your department? How do we create an infrastructure that supports high performance? Also, putting in place various systems that are not just tied into one experience, but there's a global, international perspective of trial and error that we are collectively bringing to you so we can offer you comprehensive total solutions. We also have to understand that we have to know our employees, how to train our employees, how to provide service to our employees in terms of training them, but more importantly, how do we get our employees to help us manage our members and also at the same time hit and exceed our revenue objectives. As we recruit, not hire, as we selectively identify who our future talent is, it's okay to say, you know what, this person is my next star. Absolutely. That right fit, the right mindset has to support our vision, our brand, but more importantly, our core values, which are designed to do what? Support the membership. At the same time, we're responsible, like anyone else, the buck stops with us to create a work environment that is conducive to support their stability, their retention, and if those employees are very, very happy, guess what? They will send us our future employees as well. And plus, the environment does what? Supports the member experience. And that's why we are basically here. All taken together, it makes a very, very strong competitive difference.